What's up, guys? I'm here with my cousin, and today we're going to be showing you all good places to hunt around your hunting property. This isn't really hunting property, but this is more of like around where I'm
watery areas.
Yeah, and stuff like that. So you can't see it, but there's someone's house, so I don't know if they really want to see that, Karens nowadays. But right here, there's some water and some woods, and I'd say this is a good spot to set up a ladder stand or a stand. But the only thing is, there's like a lot of gators in the river, so that's one thing that you might need to look and check the surrounding area of where you put it, because if there's going to be gators, 9 times out of 10 the gator's probably not really going to mess with the deer that much, but you just want to make sure that you didn't put it in a spot that puts you in danger and the deer in danger.
And this, honestly, in my opinion, would not be a good spot for a ground blind, because it's like a marshy area, and I get like deer like that, but that's probably the best area to have like a tree stand.
Yeah, and it'd be really hard for one to bow hunt, because you shoot the deer, your arrow's going in the water, and it's basically gone. Rifle, I feel like it'd just be so hard, because it's just water, and once you go find a deer or have to get it, you're getting it out of mud. What if it runs? Yeah.
So honestly, in conclusion, this probably isn't the best spot to go hunting. So
now let's go see some more places. Okay, guys. So first you have this spot. It's a very good spot. It reminds me just like the other one. It's not as marshy and wet.
It's a little bit more open. Definitely.
Yes, it definitely is. But forget about all that food that you put on Friday evening and it's going to rain Saturday morning. Yeah, because that stuff's going down a river, flowing out into the river, and you're done so. Yeah. And so, yeah, you got any ideas on this
Yes,
place?
I do. So, as you can see, it's definitely higher ground than what's around it, because what's around it is kind of more deeper. It's more of a marsh type thing. Right here, it's like out in the open. It's very, it has a nice trail. It has nice wooded areas. So I think this one would be a very good hunting area.
Yeah, and I think it'd be better for almost like turkeys or something.
Yes.
But the only thing is, where would you put a blind on the ground? But it'd definitely be fun for shooting squirrel or birds and stuff like that, and rabbits.
Well, on to the next one.
Here we go. Okay, guys, so this is our third and final place for today's video. This is probably the best one, with the exception of one thing. Behind you, you have an amazing spot to set a deer stand right there. Maybe clear some trees out just to make the food plot a little bit bigger and better. But other than that, it's pretty good. And one more thing, you probably need to put some trees and get some trees or bushes.
What you don't see right now is there's a road in front of us. So you definitely need to plant some bushes, some trees, something like that. So.
Yeah, but if this was out in the middle of your hunting land, I'm not at my hunting camp right now, but I will be in about a week and a half, and I'm going to be doing bow hunting and showing you a tour of that. And so right now, if this was at my hunting land, which there kind of is a road just like that, and that's what I'm going to be getting in the next few episodes, building that place and show you all the supplies and all the stuff that I've been getting for Christmas to do that. And that's what I'm probably going to do when I get home. But yeah. And so, this is perfect. I could see someone drawing back a bow or loading the gun and killing a 12-point off of this,
And so my thoughts on this place, honestly, it's a lot better than the other ones, because it doesn't have as much marshy areas around it. And it's more open. You have a lot more spots that you can spot a deer at. There's no houses nearby this one, so that's pretty good. There's a lot of pine trees, which I know deer love. There's a lot of areas that you can make fake tracks and all that, fake marks and everything. So I feel like this would be a really good spot.
I do have to say one more thing. I know at the beginning of this little scene, I said there's one more. This was the final spot. We might do one more, maybe. So you're just gonna have to stay tuned.
Just stay tuned. All right, let's go.
Okay, guys. So this is actually probably gonna be the final one. Maybe. And there'll probably be more episodes of this, but maybe not on this particular place. It might be in my hunting camp. It might be at her hunting camp. Who knows? So yeah. Right here we have a good area. it's not really marshy. The grass is high, so I mean it's a good place for deer to bed down. And you get like a 12-foot stand, and you could just shoot does if you need meat and big bucks.
Like honestly, if you get to kind of like a short area of the grass and everything, you could put a ground blind on in here, and you could blend in pretty good with the tall grass. So I mean that would also be a good option, or a tree stand, like one of these trees in the middle of it. I think that'd also be a good idea.
The only thing, now looking around, if you look at all these trees, for one, it kind of all look kind of like they're dying, and so the tree stand wouldn't be the best. And I mean, there's a lot of potential, and this is probably like one of the best spots around here. But I don't know, y'all can write down in the comments if there even is comments in this video, because YouTube takes comments down for some reason sometimes. But y'all rate all these spots. And if you think that we did a good job rating in a few minutes, then just like and subscribe.
Yeah. All right, see ya.
All right, guys. So now we're gonna be rating the stuff. That's an 8. Or no, this is my 7. That's my 8. Just to be clear.
Yeah.
And so yeah. First, we're gonna be rating the first spot, like the marshy spot. What do you give the marshy spot?
I'd probably give it like 4.5, because I mean it has potential to grow on, but I mean you don't want to like hunt in a swamp where you're open to alligators coming up there. And I mean I don't think deer would come up in that area because it's near a river, there's boats, there's houses, so that's why I rate it a 4.5 out of 10. I'd
give it a 6 out of 10, and there's one reason. Deer and bucks, they're like sometimes, like their mindset is different. You know, we don't know if they're gonna come here. The buck might be coming here, but he sees a doe and he might go chase that doe for 30 miles. You never know. So I'm not gonna just like doo-doo on the place. It definitely wasn't that good, but you never know. It had potential. Yeah. Okay guys, so plot number 2, or the spot number 2, is this spot with like the chain going behind us. And it was like on the level ground, but then you kind of had it going down like this. So you had flat and then it kind of went down. The one thing I would say, it was really good with the exception of one thing. If it rains, it's just gonna be so wet and so muddy. And like, I don't even know if you can go to your boots, because I've seen it after it rained one time, and I mean, you get stuck. Yeah. So I'd probably give it like a 7 out of 10.
Okay, so first off, I'm gonna like go over the things that I thought about this place. So I think it has a lot of potential. Like it already has like great things on it and everything. It has high ground, but then it kind of like droops down into a marsh area. So it's surrounded by marsh and a lot of wooded area. So I honestly think that it's a good spot to start off, like if you're a beginner hunter. And so with that being said, I'd probably rate it like 6.5, 7 out of 10.
Okay.
So now we are rating plot number 3, which was by far my favorite personally, because I feel like if you want to hunt, kill the big killer buck that you really want to shoot, you want that plot. Trust me. I mean, yeah, it had like one bad thing about it. It didn't have bushes in it, and it was next to a road. But if you think about it, and it was actually a food plot at your hunting camp, that was the one that you'd want to sit on. And honestly, I mean, it was so open. You could put like a tree stand, you could put a hunting stand, you could put a ground blind, you could put all 3 of those because of how perfect the area is. So in conclusion, I'd probably rate this one a 9.5 out of 10. Because I mean, it has so many potential. It already has a lot of great things happening to it. So yeah.
Yeah, I'd agree with that, but maybe not a 9.5. But I'd probably say like an 8.5, because the one thing is the trees. It's so open, and I mean, normally you want like a spot to get to your shooting house, you know?
No, honestly, if you think about it, sorry to interrupt you right here, but like food plots don't really have a lot of trees in them.
That's true.
So if you think about it as food plot, it's like the perfect place to hunt.
Yeah, it was definitely by far my favorite. So I'm gonna change mine from 8.5. I'm gonna put it at 9, because I feel like a 9.5, it's just a little generous to that one, but I'll go with a 9.
Yeah.
So yeah. So now we are doing the 4, like from our one that we hate, or not the hate, least favorite to our favorite. Number 4 goes to our first one. Really marshy, had a little bit of potential, but not the best.
Yeah, and we'll show the pictures of them in the corner somewhere at the top. We'll figure that out later. But the third place goes to our second plot, which was the one with the chain in the middle, in the front of it. This one had good potential, but not enough. It had a lot of marsh area covering it, and if it rains, you can't hunt for a while there because it just fills up with water. So that one is the reason why it's in third.
Yeah, and also to say, it's gonna cover your whole road, and wherever your shooting house is, like, it's most likely that if here's the ground, you're gonna have about that much water going on it. So that was not that good. Number 2 goes to the one that we said was not necessarily the best, but it was really good for just having fun on and doing all that. It's definitely better than the last 2, the number 4, number 3, with deer hunting, but yeah.
Okay, our number 1, which was our favorite out of all of them, was plot number 3. The reason why we picked plot number 3 is because it just had so much potential. It's like a food plot already. It's all you have to do is dist it, plant it, take care of it, maybe add a feeder in there, put some little apple crisp, maybe a food block. I mean, in this plot you can add a tree stand, a hunting stand, and a ground blind. Do you have anything to say about this one?
Yeah, all you really have to do is make sure you take care of that, and maybe plant a few trees on the edge because it was really open. And but yeah, that wraps up today's video. Don't forget to like and subscribe.